Today we're diving into the most talked about album of the year, Kendrick Lamar's GNX. Now, let me say off top, I respect Kendrick. I am a fan of Kendrick, but I had to do this video so that y'all can get my opinion. Dude is a legend, no debate. We're not gonna argue about that. The GNX is not the masterpiece that people are trying to make it out to be. What I'm gonna do is discredit him about his year. In 2024, the feud with Drake took him out of this world. I mean, not like us, record numbers on the song. He got the Super Bowl halftime show. People think that he didn't deserve it over Lil Wayne. I mean, you guys can let me know what y'all feel about that in the comments as well. And he gave us an album all in the same year. So let's add that on as well. Opinion, it was 4 out of 12 songs that really stood out of the whole album. 4, yes, 4. All right. He also mentioned the boy Lil Wayne, and I think that brought a lot of attention to the album. The Whacked Out Murals, that was fire, you know, the things that he was talking about and all that. But don't call out Lil Wayne, you know what I mean? Because Lil Wayne did respond and say, man, what the fuck I do? I just be chilling and they still come for my head. Let's not take kindness for weakness. Let this giant sleep. I beg you all. No one really wants destruction. Not even me, but I shall destroy if disturbed on me, with 27 million views to date. Now, the comment section is even going crazy as well. Chill, Wayne. I don't want Kenny to smoke you. You a legend. That got 1.2 million views. I can't believe you were busy crying all over a podcast over someone else headlining your Super Bowl, but you expect him not to respond. Y'all young money crybabies are so funny. Try to play victims when you were just busy crying for over 2 months. I would leave Lil Wayne alone and leave him out of all conversations. He's not the man to play with. But I'm sorry, I know some of y'all gonna hate me, but it's the truth. In this video, I'm gonna break down why. I'm gonna talk about the production. We're gonna get into the bars, the overall vibe. All right. Before I do start, let's mention GNX to date already has 74 million views within the first 24 hours. A lot of pro Kendrick Lamar fans are gonna just call it a classic without hearing any of the points that I'm gonna make. And don't have a debate in the comments if you don't got facts. Now, with all that together, let's get right into it. Let's talk about production. You know, production is a very key point of an album with Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick is known for experimenting with the production. You know, to Pimp a Butterfly, that jazz, that funk feel, damn, more mainstream. You know what I mean? He had to go more mainstream. It wasn't like that Take It Back Section 80 where it was more boom bap and that soulful Kendrick. But GNX, it feels like he threw a bunch of sounds in the blender, hit random. Tracks like TV Off, that's a perfect example. This is when I felt like the album sounded like Not Like Us, because TV Off is so much similar to Hey Now. Like that whole vibe, that whole, you know, there's a lot of songs on there that have the same exact production value that he had with this, you know, Not Like Us. And they try so hard to be different, but it really losing that signature Kendrick sound that we used to. I get that he's going for something different, and you know, he's, you know, having a bunch of features on there and trying new things. But some of these beats feel unfinished and feel unpolished. I'm just gonna be honest with you. It's like some of the production is real amateur. It's almost like he's testing out patience instead of delivering something cohesive. Like, where's the replay value in a lot of these songs? Let's get to the bars. Kendrick has always been the poet to the people. You know what I mean? And Kendrick has always served us something that'll have us like, wow. But on GNX, some of these tracks feel like he's overcomplicating things for no reason. We could take a song like Luther featuring SZA. I didn't like it. I didn't feel like it was cool. I didn't want to hear this guy talking about all that. I wanted him to just go hard and finish off the year the right way. I feel like he should have left that on Mr. Morale. And you compare that to a song like All Right, Humble, where the message is clear and the vibe is undeniable. Can you? On GNX, he's dropping deep lines, and that's what we expect from Kendrick. But they don't land the same. They don't hit the same like they usually do. It's like, are you trying to connect with the listener, bruh? Or are you trying to impress English professors? Because there's a big difference. Because if you're trying to impress English professors, then you did it on this album. Talk about the hype. This was a random album. Nobody knew it was coming out. It just dropped. You look up, Kendrick album is out, and everything is going up. When you hear new Kendrick, You expecting greatness, right? Automatically. But GNX doesn't feel like it lives up to that same legacy. Fans split down the middle. You know, some are calling it a masterpiece, and some people are saying it's just a clear miss. That's really up to you to decide. I'm just here to give my opinion. Comparison to past works, which is the real reason that I'm saying what I'm saying. How will GNX hold up to these other albums? Like, when you think about these other albums that he did, how would you put this album in comparison to that list, and where would you put it? And that's going to determine if I'm wrong or right. Here's the thing. Kendrick set the bar ridiculously high with like Good Kid, Man City, To Pimp a Butterfly, and even Damn. He set the bar so high that it's hard to really compare. But these albums did have identity. They had storytelling and tracks that stuck with you to this day. GNX felt like an experiment, and it felt like he was trying to more so showcase the homies, which is cool. And it felt like more of a compilation. Of course, he's allowed to evolve, but it's like a step down in terms of emotional weight and overall impact we've come to expect from Kendrick. Here's my bigger picture, okay? I'm not saying Kendrick fell off at all. That man had a golden year. GNX might just be a transitional album. He's testing new ideas, and it's evolve every time, and that means that every project may not hit the same. I mean, it is what it is. As fans, we have to call it how we see it. Because it's Kendrick Lamar don't mean we should automatically stamp a classic. You know, we throw the word classic around a lot. Constructive criticism is a part of being a real fan, right? That's why I'm here. So, the question is, do you think GNX lived up to the hype? Or do you feel like it's missing something too? Please leave your thoughts in the comments. Please leave your thoughts and compare it to other albums, and give me facts that you have in the comments. Now, for something that y'all may not know, Damn is his highest selling album aside for this one. And that album was sold at a time where it wasn't streams. It was physical. So that is his highest selling album. For all the schmecnical, technical ass people, we could figure out how we could compare selling CDs versus getting streams. But we're talking about overall album. That is the main part of the conversation, and it opens up the door for people that actually know what they're talking about. See, I'm not the only Kendrick Lamar fan on this post. If you're a Kendrick Lamar fan, write gang in the comments, because I'm a Kendrick Lamar fan. But I had to bring up this new album, and I realized, just like a lot of albums this year, in 1 week we would not be talking about this album again. If you agree, write 1 week. It's a 1 week syndrome going on with all of these artists. You hear it, it hyped up, 1 week later, it's gone. Kind of like Tyler, the Creator, but I'll get into that on another one. If y'all want me to get into that, make sure y'all write Chronocopia in the comments. So break this down in the comments. Right now, we're at 57,000 on this channel. I would love to get to 100,000 by the end of the year. Make sure you sub up and hit the top bell. I'll see you on the next one.